going green at Pocono. The second half of the season is on. The Gen 4 cars attack this racetrack with Aaron Edwards and Jacob Bradley on the front row and diving into turn 1. Clean half a lap through. Emily letting me know that the stream title's wrong. It says Richmond, not Pocono. Definitely need to get that fixed up here. Had to recently cover a different series, and a couple things might have changed, so we'll get all this fixed up, no worries. Aaron Edwards leads that first lap at Pocono. Watch him snake down that front straight. That is pretty fantastic. Listen to the cars sing down into turn number 1. Edwards, Bradley, Seeger, your top 3. Noah Belleville and Briley Wright side by side. This is 4th place on the line. Josh Gaiman goes around. We keep it green so far. The West Virginia pilot's going to drop all the way down to the 17th position. 2 laps into this race. The Silverstone winner, Gaiman, now has a West Virginia-sized mountain to climb. Aaron Edwards off to a brave 0.4 of a second lead with Jacob Bradley now following. Matt Seeger behind. Noah Belleville, Briley Wright, your top 3. Ethan Winters, Connor Knowlton, Tommy Withers in the number 6 Viagra machine, watching them snake down the racetrack like it's Indianapolis. 52.92, the quickest lap so far with Jacob Bradley. Let's go on board with the championship leader. And that's 1 lap around Long Pond's tricky triangle. Matt Seeger sitting in that 3rd position. Noah Belleville in 4th. The last time we raced here was season 8, and it was this guy, Noah Belleville, who came away with that victory on a fuel strategy. Hard to think. That was 4 seasons ago. James Kerr III has an incident. Tony Caputo also out of turn number 2. Elrich George has been involved. Caution flies for the first time today at Pocono. Caution flies on lap 4. Let's see what happens. Kerr just slides up into turn number 2, right into Tony Caputo, nowhere to go, and Elrich George gets involved as well. Let's go back again. Watch the 75, see if you can see the way he slides up the race. Now let's try again. Car just got tight, threw it in there, nowhere for Tony Caputo to go. Let's go on board with the Castrol GTX car. Elrich George almost made it. And the Bahamian, with a still damaged National Guard machine, is going to wheel that thing into pit road. Aaron Edwards, Jacob Bradley, everybody's coming down pit road for tires, fuel, and whatever else they can manage. Shout out to Emily, who let me know that the YouTube chat says Richmond instead of Pocono. I think I fixed that now. You might need to refresh a couple of things, but definitely let me know. Anyway, we're going to take a short break here. We're going to try and get things fixed up on our end. These cars are going to get fixed up on their end, and we'll be back for more racing in just a bit. We're on the back nine of the season. The final 7 races begins today with round number 8 at Pocono, and coming into this 8th round of competition, Jacob Bradley still leading the points standings after last week's race that ended in, Richmond, where it ended in upsetting fashion for a lot of us, and I say that because Matt Seeger was on the cusp of a victory, but for just 3 or 4 laps to go when Aaron Edwards went around Matt Seeger to his second victory of the season. So Aaron Edwards looking to match the defending champion on wins tonight. He's going to restart in the 7th position. Defending champion and points leader Jacob Bradley will restart in 3rd, coming to the green flag. Matt Seeger has control of the field. Let's go racing. Seeger leads the first lap after green. The number 16 Unified Potential Chevrolet at the front. How about Virginia's Tommy Withers in that second position? He's ahead of the champion Jacob Bradley. Bradley now moves to the inside, and he wants to take the position coming out of turn number 1. He's going to take Connor Knowlton with him if he can make it stick. And he can't. Tommy Withers stays ahead. Everybody came down to pit on lap number 5. This time Jacob Bradley sends it in a bit more deep. The 07 with Briley Wright in the number 3 right behind him. How about the Intimidators machine to the inside of the Jack Daniels car? They almost make contact, or maybe they even did. They get a little closer out of turn number 3. These guys are not kidding around. Oh, and Briley Wright slaps the wall coming out of that third corner. The 1-5 Aaron Edwards right behind him as well. Let's see if we can get just a closer look about what happened to Briley. This is out of turn 3. Car 3 in turn 3 just misjudges that one. One more look. I think he's already slapped the wall by now. And the Greensburg pilot sits in 5th, mounting another charge to Connor Knowlton, who's up 9 places from where he started. There's the gain and the loss so far. Out of turn 3 this time. Briley Wright keeps it clean. Tony Caputo. If you're wondering what that chirping sound is in the background, it kind of just sounds like the engine just hitting however many thousand revs. I do believe that's some sort of glitch. Not really sure what we can do about it. We're going to ride it out. Anyway, let's talk about this guy, Jason Alexander from Salem, South Carolina, making his first Thursday Night Thunder appearance for the first time in I have no idea how long. But Jaco, as if you know, going 3 wide with, I was going to say Briley Wright, I'm sorry, with Noah Belleville, and then the 10 of Ethan Winters, another one of those pink Unified Potential cars, the Ohio pilot. Running 3rd of the Delta Sport machines, Delta Sport running 1, 6, 11 with Matt Seeger, Aaron Edwards, and Ethan Winters, respectively, holding down the fort. Now all the Delta Sport cars running top 10. Ethan Winters getting around Tony Caputo and Noah Belleville to come with him. And a blink from Noah Belleville. Tony Caputo holds on. Noah Belleville on the fuel conservation strategy. The 41 car running in 12th. You see and hear Noah pushing in the clutch, lowers the revs in the engine, and the engine consumes less fuel. So he'll have more to go that distance. He runs in the 12th position right now. Tony Caputo in 11th. Ethan Winters rounding out the top 10. Meanwhile, top 3 trying to change hands. Connor Knowlton gets around Tommy Withers, and Briley Wright now comes up behind the 6 car. If you watched the Silverstone race, these two had an awesome battle there. Let's see what they can do this time. That's what they can do this time. Briley Wright gets into Tommy Withers, turns the number 6 out of turn number 2. Withers has crashed. We stay green for now. Oh, definite contact between the two. Caution's going to fly after Tommy Withers and Briley Wright get together. And I think you notice more debris flying through. Let's have another look. Wright just slides up the corner, and there's the contact between the two of them. Briley moves on. Tommy stays behind. Let's have another look. Let's go on board with Briley Wright. With Tommy Withers. Caution out again. 15 laps into this race. Briley Wright, Tommy Withers making a little more than soft contact out of turn number 2. Withers looks good. Well, no he doesn't. Never mind. He's still missing the back end of his race car. Well, he looked good up until then, right? Xander Lockhart in the chat says, I don't think he meant to wreck him. He just wanted to rattle his cage. Well, he rattled the back end off the Viagra Ford. Let's see if we can bother Tommy Withers for a quick word. Tommy Withers, Rick James in the house. Can you hear me?
I got you, Rick. Go ahead.
Oh, there we go. All right, I got you, Tommy. All right, so a little bit of contact between yourself and Briley there. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, we're just racing hard. Racing up front and racing hard. I don't think he meant to get into me. He said he just got tight and washed up the track a little bit. It's all good. It's early in the race. You know, the problem is I got a lot of damage here, 2 minutes, so it's a long track. Hopefully we can patch it up. I'm trying to save my fast repair, but we had some speed. We were running up front there for a little bit with some strategy, so got a good car if we can get it fixed up.
Well, you're certainly not out of it. It's a long race. That's not the first time, though, that we've seen a car get tight. We did see the 75 of Jimmy Kerr get tight into Tony Caputo, and they came together much the same way. Is that a trend with just turn number 2 in general, or is this the car that's, again, been a really tight machine?
It's really hard to pass. It's really hard to pass. A lot of dirty air. So, I mean, you really have to hope that the guy that you're passing cuts you a break and let you go. And I've been doing that to a lot of people, hoping that I can get it back in return later on. But it's tough because you get lined up and you let one guy go, and then next thing you know, you're 4 positions back. So, just something everybody's gonna have to think about and pick and choose wisely, I think.
All right, man, we're going to let you get back to work. Hopefully we see you're fighting up there good. We haven't seen you up there in a really, really long time, man. So I want to see you back up to the front. No, you're doing good.
55 seconds of damage left, so we need maybe another caution. We'll see what happens.
We'll let the sim do its work, man. Have fun.
Thank you, sir.
TNT's not racing next week. TNT is taking a break because that guy that we just talked to, myself and a couple other fools in this little group over here, are going to be checking out the Martinsville race. So we'll see you in 2 weeks at Michigan. Riley Wright in the number 3 car from Greensburg, Kentucky. He's got a couple of scratches on his race car. We'll see what he thinks of that recent damage. Riley Wright, Rick James up top. You got me? Riley, Rick James, you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, buddy. Tell me what happened there real quick with you and Tommy Withers.
Yeah, it's tough to pass, and once I seen him not get through the tunnel turn just as good as I had to try to go for it, and once I got on his quarter panel, it just wouldn't get off. So I hate that happened, but still got a lot more race left. See what we can do.
I'm going to tell you what I told Tommy is that both of you have been actually in the top 5 making a good show of this. It's really good to see you up towards the front, man. So buckle up your chin strap and let's get to work. We want to see you back up towards the front.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's hard to get the track position when it's green like this, but we'll see what we can do.
All right, man. Have fun. Hopefully we talk to you in a bit. So Briley's going to go to work. We're going to go back to work. We have what? It is 17 laps about to be completed of the scheduled 60. The Kentucky driver starts on the outside of row number 6. The defending champion in control, starting next to the guy that's trying to match him step for step. Jacob Bradley and Aaron Edwards on the front row. Green flag will come out. We will have 42 laps to go. Caution's out again. It's Josh Gaiman this time. Jimmy Kerr skates by. Tommy Withers, he's caught another scrape. I think Jason Alexander might have been involved. He caught a piece of something. Josh Gaiman again. Noah Belleville immediately jumps to the pits. And the pace truck illuminates. Cautions breed cautions. Lap number 19. Chaos indeed. Tanner Lockhart, let's see what happened. Josh Gaiman, oh man. Oh my gosh. You couldn't ask for a worse place to hit the wall. Gaiman gets really wide out of turn number 1. And he just bounces off that wall. Let's see what happened with Josh Gaiman again. Gaiman in the yellow 61. Oh, he gets loose. He gets loose. Not tight. He gets really loose out of the corner. And that's when it goes wrong for Josh Gaiman. Let's see if we can go on board Noah Belleville. With Richie Catania. Well, never mind. Caught a piece of it. Oh, by now that car is already junked. run this one back. A couple other guys got involved in this one. I think Connor Knowlton might have caught a piece of this too. Oh, he just escapes. Did he make contact? Did he make contact? Try another angle here. Let's take a look from Connor Knowlton's point of view. Was there contact? Slow this one down. So Belleville goes. Does he go through Gaiman? He goes right through Gaiman. On board one more time with Connor Knowlton. Makes it through without a scratch. Connor Knowlton skates through that crash without blinking, and it's smooth moves like that that earns Connor Knowlton, for the first time in a really long time, the Colt Trickle move of the race.
Ice cream!
Brave driving. It's been a long time since we gave out the Colt Trickle Award, and that's going to go to Connor Knowlton right there. Lights are still on atop the pace truck. Jacob Bradley is in front of Aaron Edwards. They're going to take one more lap here. We're going to try and fix a couple of things up, as we normally do. It's not a Rick James broadcast if something doesn't go wrong. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more Green Flag Racing. Don't go anywhere. The Drip Diecast and Collectibles track facts coming into tonight's 8th round of competition. Jacob Bradley and Aaron Edwards are on the front row. Jacob Bradley and Aaron Edwards are 1 and 2 in points. 9 markers, if my math is correct. 3 wins to the defending champion, 2 wins to the challenger. Who's going to come away with the lead headed into round number 9. Green flag will come out. Jacob Bradley will have control of the field. Let's go racing. Very wide through the third corner with Briley Wright, Jacob Renneker, Noah Belleville. Beneker in the sharp-looking Sharpie 97. They're going 3 wide back there as well. Jimmy Kerr involved, Elridge George, Jason Alexander. And 1 car out of this race. So that leaves 16 participants after Josh Gaiman got caught up in that last wreck. Noah Belleville was a big piece of that as well, and the snake continues. Noah Belleville uses a fast repair, as is almost mandatory at this point. And the number 41 currently runs in the 16th position, 1 lap off the pace. Actually, I wonder to think if he did use that fast repair. We'll find out, I'm sure. Couple of blinks for Noah Belleville out of that 3rd corner. Jacob Bradley continues to lead, and further on back they snake. Connor Knowlton in car 39. He sits in the 10th position right now. Briley Wright with a big piece of damage behind him. Did he start this segment of the race with that damage? A look at the 3 car. He did. So that's nothing new for Briley. I think he's just trying to not use a fast repair. Richie Catania now scoots in front of the number 3. How about the 24, 6, and 3 for a little bit of a nostalgic sight? Richie Catania in the 2-4. Tommy Withers in the 6. Briley Wright in the 3. Elrich George in the number 40. Greg Biffle National Guard machine. Adding to that sight. He's now trying to come out of turn number 3. Let's go on board with the Bahamian. Briley Wright now scooting to the inside of that number 40, coming up off turn number 1. That's been a treacherous spot for a lot of these drivers. See, that 40's gotten quite dusty on the front. Meanwhile, the top 3 have broken away to a 1 1/4 second gap. Matt Seeger in 4th, Connor Knowlton in 5th, and Florida's Chuck Sweeting in that 6th position. Chucky trying to get into the top 5. And they snake down that back straight. And I suppose it's working because they've now expanded that gap in the top 3 to, what, 1.5 seconds. But Ethan Winters is now further from the leader than Matt Seeger is from Ethan Winters. So the 10 car falling behind, and it's becoming a 2-horse race. Jacob Bradley and Aaron Edwards now fighting for the lead and what could potentially be the win if we go green to the end. Drip Diecast and Collectibles Track Facts telling you it's about 30 laps on a green flag run. We restarted on lap 23. Caution is out again. Definitely so unlike TNT. This time it's Tony Caputo and Georgia's Matt Seeger. This is not the Thursday Night Thunder that we expect. Granted, it's a new car. It's a new formula. Matt Seeger getting caught up in the 4th caution of the race. Tanner Lockhart, a big Seeger fan. Watching the 16 go around. Nowhere for Tony Caputo to go. Colin McDonough involved. Briley Wright escapes. Jason Alexander unharmed. This is Matt Seeger starting that 24th lap. Emily telling us Steelers versus Bengals, 10-7. So you can see Seeger's already got some damage on the front end of his 16. Is there contact coming out of the second corner? No, this is well before. This is well before. I don't know what's going on here. All right. Let's run this back. By this point, Matt Seeger's already been turned. Was it contact or netcode? He's racing side by side with Belleville. Oh, that's netcode. The way the 16 snaps around. There's acres of space. That's a shame. Acres of space between Seeger and Belleville. Watch this. The 16 just goes around, and I'm not sure if that... I don't think that netcode has anything to do with Noah Belleville blinking a bit, but he has been blinking quite a bit tonight. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it, but just have another look. You'll see the daylight between the 16 and the 41. Nowhere for the 27 of Tony Caputo to go. Colin McDonough's involved. Caution number 4. Matt Seeger involved big time. Let's see if we can bother the Georgia pilot on the hunt for his first win. Matt Seeger, Rick James in the house. Can you hear me?
Alert.
Netcode?
I don't know. I got wrecked by a lap car, so you tell me.
It looked like there's plenty of daylight between the 41 and the 16. The 16 just snapped around there.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do then.
I don't think
It's a rough situation. We had a fast car, and now we're put behind the 8 ball, so we're gonna have to just get after it and try and make it up the best we can.
All right, buddy. We're gonna let you get back to work. Have fun. Seeger involved. Let's see if we can bother Noah Belleville for a quick word. Noah Belleville, Rick James in the house. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Tell me what happened there, bud. Looked like netcode from my end.
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, yeah, I was as low as I could get, so I was doing everything I could on my part. I don't know if we hit or if it was netcode, but I mean, it is what it is.
Just running it back
down, but yeah, I know I'm not down, but I'm still trying to get my lap back.
Running it back at a quarter speed here, it looked like there was plenty of daylight between you guys, and then the way the 16 snapped around. Now, of course, you know, it's the simulator. Things can look different from one perspective to another. But so on my end, we saw daylight. Anyway, we're not going to waste any more daylight talking about the crash there. What's keeping these cars from a little bit of language, a little bit of communication between you guys, I see. Anyway, is it the track that's so tight, or is it the car itself that's a really tight piece of work here?
I mean, I don't really know. I feel like the car is pretty good. I mean, I feel like I got a good car. I feel like the balance is really good. I haven't really felt what everyone else is as far as like people getting loose off corners and stuff. So I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I don't know. Just I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got half the race to go. We're coming to halfway.
I'm not having a good time here, Rick. I'm just riding. I'm trying to make something out of this race.
Hey, there's still half a race to make it up, man. And you are not the only. You're not the only person in this boat. So I'm gonna sit back from my very comfortable seat, and I'm gonna let you sweat it out in the car. Have fun. Poor kid's not having a good time. Hopefully that changes. Matt Seeger is not happy with Noah Belleville at all. Jacob Bradley will restart this race to complete the first half of the event. We'll see what happens from here. 50 is in control. 41 might have a target on his back. Green flag is going to come out. Let's go racing. Obviously, all eyes on the 41 and the 16. We'll see just what comes out of turn number 1. Jason Alexander's in the wall. These cars are a handful. So far, so good. Clean, green through one lap of racing. Well, half a lap. Belleville trailing the 3 car. race car's a handful. But they're making the best of it. Matt Seeger currently running in the 9th position. He's behind Colin McDonough in the 39. Elrich George in the 40 on the outside. There goes Colin McDonough. Was it contact from Matt Seeger? 39 spins. We stay green for now with 28 laps to go. What happened with car 32? Oh, the 16 does get into the 39, lifts him, turns him. We stay green for now. Bradley in the 50. Edwards in the 15. Elrich George has crashed now in the 40 car, and he's going up the access road. What in the world is going on here? Briley Wright gets into Elrich George. It's the second time Briley Wright's had an incident like that. Take a look at Tommy Withers on lap 14. Jacob Bradley in the 5-0, Aaron Edwards in the 1-5, Ethan Winters in the 10-car Delta Sport running 2-3-7 with Matt Seeger. Catania in the 24, now following Connor Knowlton in the 07, Richie Catania having a top 5 run, Chuck Sweeting behind him. Let's ride along with the 57 car. The two Floridians nose to tail. Chuck Sweeting ran his personal best, 53-15. Elrich George decides to come in. Colin McDonough also in the pits trying to get the race car repaired. Jacob Bradley leads. 26 laps to go. Aaron Edwards has caught him. 3/10 is the gap. Ethan Winters hangs on. Chuck Sweeting looks to go to the inside of Richie Catania. Noah Belleville in the 13th position, now ahead of the 1-6. Not for position, however. Belleville in 13th, 1 lap behind Matt Seeger. The first and only car 1 lap down. A very chaotic first half of events at Pocono. If you just tuned in, you have not missed, well, yeah, you've missed a lot. I'd be lying if you say you haven't missed a thing. No, you've missed quite a lot. Shout out to Emily keeping us abreast of the NFL coverage. What do we got? Thursday night football, Steelers and Bengals. Let's see what we got on this end here. Things have spread out for now. Briley Wright, Tommy Withers, the 3 and the 6 running 8 and 9. I'm a Lions fan, so the last I heard about the Bengals is the Lions came to town and they won by a couple scores. Oh, is it a whiteout at the Bengals game? Awesome. Love when they do that. They used to call that the color rush, didn't they? Something like that. Anyway, Jacob Bradley leads Aaron Edwards by 3/10. Chuck Sweeting can't get around Richie Catania, and it sounds like what everybody's saying about how difficult it is to pass is just extremely true. Once you catch a driver, passing him becomes almost impossible because of the dirty air. We are 36 laps into this race, about to complete 36 laps. Chuck Sweeting in the 5-7. Running behind the 2-4 still. Tommy Withers, Briley Wright, James Kerr the third. This threesome about to get close. Let's see if they make contact. .23 laps to go this time by, giving each other plenty of space. Richie Catania in the 2-4, still holding off Chuck Sweeting in the 5-7, further on back. Withers mounts a charge. Man, they get so close. 75 of Jimmy Kerr also hanging on there as well, with Jason Alexander in the shadows. Let's go on board with the 75. Sounds like they're going to blow a piston right through the hood. Matt Seeger decides to come into the pits. 22 laps to go. Is he gambling on the race going green from here? Or is he just trying to fix up the race car while he can? Matt Seeger in, out, gone. Seven seconds. So that's two tires or just fuel only. There's Seeger exiting one. Jacob Bradley now going through. Now, last time that they pitted, from what I can see, is what, lap 16. So they've got to pit with about 12 laps to go. We've got 21 to go, so they can make it. They can make it from here. You might need fuel saving to make it from here, but I think Matt Seeger is guaranteeing that he can make it from here. Aaron Edwards, on the other hand, maybe his fuel saving is going to come from just drafting behind Jacob Bradley. Jacob Bradley, is he putting the clutch in? Have a listen to car 5-0. Not holding the clutch in at all. And he's coming in. As is Aaron Edwards. Here come the leaders. Ethan Winters to the front. Connor Knowlton is in. They can all make it from here. The 07 goes through. Jacob Bradley will come down. Ethan Winters leads this race over Florida's Richie Catania. 4 seconds is the gap. Chuck Sweeting also came down on lap 38. Black flag. Connor Knowlton. Was he speeding? Connor Knowlton with a penalty. Jacob Bradley and Aaron Edwards, no penalty at all. And Knowlton's going to park it, and that could ruin his top 10 finish. 20 laps to go. Ethan Winters will come into the pits. That's going to put Richie Catania in the lead if he stays out. Richie's not going to stay out. He's going to come in. Tommy Withers, does he stay out? He does stay out. Car 6 to the lead. Ethan Winters. Richie Catania. Jacob Renneker will stay out and move into the top 4. South Carolina's Jason Alexander stays out. Jimmy Kerr III from Snow Camp, North Carolina is in the second position. Tommy Withers is in first. Remember, they pitted on lap 29. They can go approximately to lap 55. Are they gamblers? Does Withers stay out on board with the 6? He's in. James Kerr is out. New leader, car 75. Jason Alexander, 2 seconds adrift. The South Carolinian on his comeback race, currently running in that silver medal slot. Jacob Renneker will move into the 3rd position. Also has to pit. Matt Seeger came down on lap 38, and look who's right behind him. Half a second is the gap, and it's Jacob Bradley. So Matt Seeger beat Bradley out of the pits. Let's see how hard it is to pass now. Remember, the top 3 must pit. Matt Seeger does not have to pit. This is Jacob Bradley leaving the pit lane on lap 41. He goes ahead of Ethan Winters, and there's Matt Seeger, who just beat that cut. Got him on the Delta. That could be your race-winning move, but we still have so much to see. 17 laps to go, and they're running 54-second laps, so it's going to take the better part of, 15 minutes to finish this race if it goes green to the end. This is your race for the potential lead. Matt Seeger trying to hold off Jacob Bradley. 16 to go this time by. The points into round 8. Jacob Bradley only 9 points ahead of Aaron Edwards, who is in the 15 car behind him. Here goes Jacob Bradley to the inside. He wants a piece of that lead, and he just can't make it stick. Interesting that Matt Seeger does not snake, and this is Bradley going to the lead. But he just can't make it stick. Not enough draft, but he's opened up the door on the outside. Here comes Aaron Edwards. What a run by Jacob Bradley on the outside. Bradley, new leader. Edwards trying to find his way. Trying to make it happen on the outside. Can he do the same? Is he taking air off the 50? What a great run out of turn number 2. Do they touch? Could this be the changing of the guard in TNT? Fifth. 15 laps to go. Jacob Bradley in 3rd. Jason Alexander and Jacob Renneker still yet to pit. Defending champion in the 5-0, Jacob Bradley trying to hold off the challenger. Only 9 points adrift into turn number 1. The 15, Aaron Edwards with a huge slide out of the corner, but he's got the speed. He snakes to take draft away from car 5-0. Jacob Bradley now in the wake of the 15 again, loose out of turn number 2. Look at the way they saw at the wheel. The 5-0 taking air off of the 1-5 into turn number 3. Matt Seeger waiting for a mistake. The 16 is there. They don't go 3 wide out of turn 3, but they might now. Huge crash out of turn number 3. Caution's going to fly at Pocono. The top 2 get into it. Matt Seeger, was he involved as well? Seeger went into the pits. Bradley, for the most part, unharmed. The championship challenger, Aaron Edwards. Does he have a fast repair? Into Richmond. I think the gap was over 30 points from first to second. Aaron Edwards comes away with the win after Jacob Bradley finds himself in multiple crashes. Aaron Edwards claws to within 9. Jacob Bradley missing a spoiler. TNT veteran Cody Pennell in the chat. That's some of the best side-by-side racing I've seen. Not sure why the YouTube chat isn't showing the username. That's definitely something on my end. Don't worry about that. We'll get that fixed up like we fix everything else around here. But that was, yes, some of the best side-by-side racing I've seen in a really, really long time. What a race. What a race. Let's go back. This is lap 46. Top 2 in the championship, top 2 in the race. Aaron Edwards, Jacob Bradley. What happened to Matt Seeger? He caught a piece of this as well. Seeger was there, poised to take the spot away, and Seeger gets caught up in this one as well. Does he take damage? Just a bit. Is it enough to ruin his race car? He looks good from here. This is just 5 solid laps of these two going at it. This is one of the challenges earlier. This is the original pass on Matt Seeger. Jacob Bradley making a great pass there. Aaron Edwards will now start snaking left and right, trying to get around the 5-0. This is on lap 45, the lap before the crash. Go on board with these race cars. Ethan Winters will have control of this race with 10 laps to go. Everybody has pitted since lap 33. Elridge George finds himself 2 laps down, and the only car down any laps, so if another caution comes out, he will get another one of those laps back. Colin McDonough, 3 laps down. Tony Caputo, Josh Gaiman, retired. To the best of my knowledge, Ethan Winters does not have a win in Thursday Night Thunder. He comes into this race 4th in points, only 2 behind Matt Seeger, who's running in 13th. Matt also pitted on lap 46, probably to fix up anything he can on that race car, but passing is at a premium. Jacob Bradley runs in 5th with a fixed-up race car. Aaron Edwards running in 15th, also with a bright and shiny race car. The fast repair prevails. Ethan Winters, however, has control of the field with Florida's Richie Catania on the outside. Jason Alexander, Tommy Withers in row 2. It's extremely difficult to pass, and there's 9 laps to go. Catania on that outside. Will he get a good run on Ethan Winters out of turn 2? Winters goes up to the top side. Everybody trying to find grip. Do they survive out of 2? Man, that is close. Chuck Sweeting on the outside of Briley Wright. The number 3 has Aaron Edwards behind him in the 15. At the front, Ethan Winters, then Richie Catania, Jacob Bradley, the points leader in 3rd. Tommy Withers is in the wall, struggling to find grip in that race car. And everybody trying to scatter around him. Aaron Edwards finds his opportunity. He goes to the inside of car number 6. They scream into turn number 1. Ethan Winters for Delta Sport. With 8 to go, snaking, taking the air away from Richie Catania. Jacob Bradley looking to move into 2nd. Aaron Edwards also on the move. He's up to 7th. Jacob Renneker, the hardest charger so far, up 5 places from where he started. Briley Wright will scoot into the top 5. Noah Belleville back up to 4th. And Ethan Winters with Jacob Bradley in hot pursuit, and Richie Catania says, I'll play too. He goes purple, 52.85. Ethan Winters, fastest lap this race. The Cincinnati driver ahead of the Hoosier and the first ever TNT winner from the Sunshine State, running 1, 2, 3. Briley Wright runs his personal best, 53.21, on board with car number 3. .53.20 from Richie Catania. He ran his personal best. The cars are as fast as they've ever been. 6 laps to go. Bengals leading the Steelers 17-10 going into the half, and they'll get the ball after halftime. Connor Knowlton right behind Tommy Withers. This is 8th. Great run by Connor Knowlton. Richie Catania. Can he hold off Noah Belleville? Jacob Bradley is running away. 3/4 of a second. The gap at the front. Ethan Winters winning the race for Delta Sport. Look at the way they snake now. Winters taking the air away from Jacob Bradley, and is that going to be the move that keeps him ahead? Of course, he has to stay mistake-free. If he hits any of these walls coming out of the corner, he ruins that precious exit speed and gives up the position. Aaron Edwards trying to keep the heat on Jacob Bradley by getting around Briley Wright. Richie and Noah going to go to work. Belleville in the 41. He's here for wins. Not here every week, and he's going to do his best every chance he gets. With a blink, he scoots around Richie Catania. Jacob Bradley has caught up to within 0.4 of a second, and it's 5 laps to go. I don't think they could go any higher on the rev counter. Jacob Bradley, 0.2 of a second behind Ethan Winters. 3 to go. Next time by. Noah Belleville makes his way up to 3rd. Aaron Edwards in 7th. Now trying to hold off Jacob Renneker. Seeger running in 14th. What happened to the 16? Seeger's already in the pits at this point. Chuck Sweeting had an incident on lap 52. Oh, the 57 just got loose. Nowhere for the 07 to go. But I want to know what happened to Matt Seeger. This is on the same lap, by the way. Was it damage for the 5-2? Was it a penalty? Did he pass before he crossed the line? I know we're coming to the end of this race. Can't check that out now. Here goes Jacob Bradley. 2 to go this time by. Ethan Winters trying to secure his first win. Jacob Bradley trying to salvage what was a 30-plus point lead into last week's race at Richmond. Now side by side with Ethan Winters for the lead, possibly for the win. White flag next time by. Does Bradley make it stick this time? Does he make it stick? Ethan Winters, he has the speed and the momentum on the top side. He needs that exit speed. Jacob Bradley, a little loose out of turn number 1. Winters with the advantage. Will he clear Bradley? No is the answer. Bradley's still alive. Noah Belleville within 0.8. Winters clears. White flag this time by. Bradley in the 5-0. Where does he make his move? It's now. White flag is out. They touch side by side, headed into turn number 1. Bradley with the advantage. How does he make it stick this time? Will he lean on the 10? Will the 10 lean on the 50? Winters must clear and does. Half a lap to go. Winters stays ahead of Bradley. One more shot for Jacob Bradley to get the win from Ethan Winters. Out of turn number 3, it could be win number 1 for car number 10 at the tricky triangle. He pulls one out of the hat. Ethan Winters wins at Pocono. Jacob Bradley second, Noah Belleville third, and Ethan Winters with the first win in his TNT account. Does Delta Sport proud? Does Ohio proud? Fantastic win. And a two-car Delta Sport formation. Ethan Winters getting congratulations from Aaron Edwards, who was in prime position to win this race. And this will be a well-deserved celebration. And he's going to run it backwards now. So we're going to talk to Ethan Winters, Jacob Bradley, Noah Belleville after a thrilling race at Pocono. We'll be back in a bit. On the podium with our top three. I think we've all caught our breath after a thrilling race, to say the least. Let's start with our third place finisher, Noah Belleville, in the number 41 machine. Moldy, I know you're here for wins, man, but that had to be some of the best racing we have seen all season long.
Yeah, I mean that's back-to-back weeks where I've had a front row seat of the front two battling and just ran out of laps trying to run them back down. But I mean, hey, for how that race went for me, I'll take it. Because I mean, when you interviewed me in the middle of the race, I was I was pretty heated. I was not having a good time, and then I caught the lucky caution and it saved my race. So I will take the third.
Now you stuck with it, and going into the break, you're sixth in points, 3 off of Briley Wright. So you enjoy yourself a nice deserved break. We'll see you in a week's time at Michigan, man. Great race tonight.
Yep, thank you.
Our silver medalist in the 5-0, Champ, they're really starting to give you a run for your money, man.
Yeah, it was definitely a challenging race. I mean, the draft and everything in these cars is still kind of a little bit awkward. You saw everybody snaking as much as they could. If you had one little hiccup of momentum, you were kind of done, especially with how tight the setup was. But, you know, we had a good race there at the end. Ethan gave me a little jab there to kill my Mo, and that's all he needed to do. And ultimately, I think we put on a good show.
Headed into the break, you now have a 14-point lead over Aaron Edwards headed into Michigan. You can hear me doing math in my head. 14 points is the mark between you and Aaron Edwards. Going into the 2 Mile Oval at Michigan, surely you're hoping to protect that lead. Is Michigan one of your better tracks?
I enjoy Michigan and all the real cars. The Gen 4 car, it ain't got no tire wear. It ain't got no, some weird dirty air physics. Got some weird draft models. So we'll see if it's as good as the other cars right now.
Congratulations on second. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks' time. And now to our race winner. First time for everything. How does this one feel, Ethan Winters? You are now a Thursday Night Thunder winner.
Oh, it feels amazing. Man, I had to drive for that one. That was tough, but it definitely feels real good.
Not only did you have to drive hard for that one, you had to beat the best as well, and a little bit of luck came your way. You're starting to get your grip on these race cars, and you're starting to carry a little bit of the flag for Delta Sports. So now, in 2 weeks' time at Michigan, you got to do it again for the boys in pink.
Yeah, it's been good. You know, I haven't had all the time in the world to practice the first half of the season, but I'm starting to find a little bit more time in my daily routine to work it in, and it's been good. I can tell it's paying off for sure. So I think all three of us will be good. We're still going to race each other harder than probably anyone else on the track, so it'll be good.
Congratulations on the win. Well deserved. Enjoy the break, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Appreciate it. I just want to thank Delta Sport and Brian, everyone that puts it in every week that kind of helps us and leads us. So thank you.
First time winners, always special in TNT. That was a thriller. That really was a fantastic race. Battles all over the racetrack. Big shout out to Drip Diecast and Collectibles. I know we haven't mentioned the website at all, but if this is your first TNT race, this will be the first time you hear this. If this isn't your first TNT race, you know exactly what I'm going to tell you. But it's true. Drip Diecast is your #1 online store for all sorts of NASCAR memorabilia. Use code TNT Season 11 to get 10% off your order. That's Drip Diecast and Collectibles on eBay. Use code TNT Season 11 to get 10% off your order. We're going to be back in 2 weeks. Myself and a couple of the drivers in this field tonight, we're going to go to Martinsville next week and take a little well-deserved break ourselves. We'll be back in 2 weeks at iRacing's Michigan, and until that next race, everybody stay safe, take care of each other. Carmen Sienna, can't wait to see you back in the booth in a little bit, and we'll see you all around